So for task 3, we are going to be working with subqueries in our select statement. And I'm almost done keying in the first one. For the first one, our boss wants the most recent invoice for each vendor. So we're going to use distinct vendor name. And then to get the most recent invoice, we're going to do a subquery. So we're going to do a select. We're going to do max invoice date, which is going to give us the most recent invoice. That's coming from the invoices table, where the invoice vendor ID matches the vendor ID that we're currently looking at. So vendors.vendor ID. We're going to give that column an alias of most recent invoice. This is coming, at least the vendor portion is coming from the vendors table. And then we want to sort by most recent invoice. So let's go ahead and execute. And what you should notice is that we've got the vendor, and then we've got their most recent invoice. We've got the next vendor and their most recent invoice. And all of our invoice dates are different. And I'm going to move this down. And for our next query, the boss wants to know the quantity ordered for each product. So this requires using Northwind. And this is only going to have 2 columns again. So we're going to do a select on product name. And then the second column is going to display the results of our subquery. So we're going to do it a little different. Instead of doing an alias, we're going to do a little equation here. So units ordered is what's going to be at the top of that column. And we set it equal to what the subquery is retrieving. So we're going to do a select, and we're using the sum aggregate. And we want order details dot quantity. And this is coming from our order details table. And where. And what we need to match up on this one is the product ID. So the product ID for the name that we're looking at, we only want to be adding the quantity for that particular product in our order details. And this is all coming from, or the original portion, the product portion is coming from products. So product name, product ID coming from products. We are going to go ahead and run this. And it is not liking. Oh, I forgot my right parenthesis. Okay. That should take care of the problem, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Let's try it again. All right, so at this point, we have our products, and we are also showing the quantity ordered for each one. And we are going to move our closing comment down. And then you're going to want to save your changes.